Right then, welcome back to the channel. Stephen Alson, Ronaldo Brown. What's happening?
Got Liverpool Sunday. That's what's happening.
I'm not quite in the mood with it yet. I feel like get tonight.
Do you know what? You know why?
Watching
right?
some stuff. You what?
Do you know why?
Because I think we're gonna lose.
That and international week, innit?
International drags, doesn't it?
It just drags, so it doesn't feel like we've gone into Premier League swing just yet. Obviously, it's a Friday and Premier League's back. I don't know if there's a game tonight, but there's obviously a game tomorrow.
Right, yeah, before we get into all of this, like, are you lot confident? Yes, no. Just a simple yes, no answer in the chat right now. Are you actually confident going into this? Liverpool, right, the context matters.
Yeah.
They won 5 out of 5, but they were poor, right? Yes. We'd have all swapped. Let's get that out of the way straight away. We'd have all absolutely swapped. Stop laughing in the corner, right? We'd have all swapped to be poor but win 5 back-to-back, right? Let's not pretend we wouldn't, but they were poor.
So you're saying they were scamming every victory at the end of the game?
Yes. Yeah. Then they lose. Then they get their comeuppance a little bit, which always happens. They lose 3 out of 3. Going into this weekend, are you confident? Yes or no?
That is literally the whole premise of this video, by the way. This whole XG files is just about: are we shitting it? Are we quietly confident? Are we delusional? Or are we scared?
All of the above.
All of the above.
All of the above.
It's just what's the vibe? What's the feeling? Because I think it's such an intriguing game and there's so much jeopardy around it. Obviously, you got the whole United and whether we can be good again and how poor are we, Amorim, the Ineos, and then you've got Liverpool where they're on the back of a 3-game slide of losing. So then it's like, who's actually favourite, who isn't? Because does a form guide usually go out the window when it comes to a game like this anyway? But then it's Anfield. I think this game's so unpredictable. I usually back myself for predicting the game, but I'm not quite sure how this is going to go.
No, I think it could go literally win, lose or draw. I think the win is the least likely thing to happen. I think a draw is quite likely to happen. But
you take that?
What?
Will you take a draw?
If you put a draw on the table right now, I'd go out with both hands.
Okay.
Regardless of the performance, I'd take the draw.
I don't think performance matters when you go away to like Anfield and honestly, God, it might sound delusional. I think I don't put as much stock in performance if we get a win. Do you know what I mean? If it's away at the big grounds, 100%.
I think a loss is fairly likely, but I could see this one being a draw. I do think that we match up relatively well to their weaknesses if we play to our strengths.
Yes.
No, some serious caveating going on there, but like, obviously you have to caveat it, don't you?
Because like, the whole thing is, Steve's gonna have his preview go out anyway.
Tomorrow.
We goes into a bit more detail, but it does. The whole thing is, Liverpool have looked quite poor defensively, and teams have hurt them quite a lot. And then you look at United and think, United surely have players good enough to hurt a Liverpool team that aren't defending very well. You're surely looking at like some Mbeumo, Cunha,
but they're so
Šeško,
good with the ball still.
Yes, they're still very good going forward.
Yeah,
so
I still think like they're fragile at the back, but they're still good going forward. Now, what are we? A little bit blunted going forward, despite the threat that we actually do exist.
And the data, yeah.
But we are a little bit blunted going. That dam could break on Sunday, and we might score a few. I don't think it'll happen, but we might. But we're so bad on the transition, and this Liverpool team is actually a vertical Liverpool team compared to previous seasons. So literally, on one hand you're like, oh, it bodes well because actually they're worse. They're not as good in the press. Salah's not getting on the ball anywhere near as much. All of these things are real positives that lead towards you going, yeah, they've been poor, but they've been poor in the stats as well as on the eye. And you go, United have been better than the results. And on the eye, we are better than we were last season, but we're not quite getting the results. You're like, this is all sort of peaking towards, like, well, actually, we should go beat these, but we won't. Because the things that they're actually still good at and the things that we're actually still bad at, they're dovetailing nice. So it's almost made for them to fucking dick us, to be honest.
Do you know what happened the last time that United were confident going into a game at Anfield?
Wasn't the 7-0?
It was a 7-0.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, we were decent. Do you know what I mean? And Liverpool won 7-0, and didn't they create like
I think they had 8 shots.
It was like two XG or something like that.
I feel like they had 8 shots or something.
Yeah. It just felt like every time we went forward, they scored at one point, and it was like, I think we conceded 7, and they only created like 2 XG, and we created like over 1 XG and got none. And that was like, was the Heron goal in that game?
Yep.
I think a lot of United fans have never forgiven him for that. I think he almost got his legend card eradicated for that as well. Was, you know what happened with the whole debate of whether he's a legend or not. But anyway, it's all about De Gea. It's about, like, people are almost saying though that the fact that Liverpool are in poor form, they've lost 3 on the bounce, they're a little bit angry, agitated. They're criticising the manager's slot, and we couldn't fit his head on the thumbnail, by the way. That wasn't Deck's fault. Just head's massive. Anyway, but that was hard. But it's more about like whether it's almost like a poor time to play him because they've almost got a point to prove. They're a little bit agitated, and it's United.
If this was us, and we'd lost 3 on the bounce coming into this, we'd just lose again.
But they'll be fired up almost. United are coming. It's like a perfect way for them to kind of unleash a little bit of frustration that they've had, and that's almost a bit of a concern in itself. And we're talking about how we could probably hurt them defensively. They've still got Ekitike, Isak, Salah. They've got all Wirtz. They've still got players, even though Wirtz has been awful. They've got so much attacking talent and attacking ability that it's more the worry should be if we can stop them scoring. That should be the concern.
Yeah, because we've conceded some really, really, really shit goals this year. Like, really preventable goals. So when you get better players in, like, Salah's been out of sorts. What's the odds on him being out of sorts again this weekend? Or are we seeing, like...
He's got 12 goals in his last 9 games against United.
Are we seeing, like, prime Salah come back to life? Like The Undertaker? You know, are we going to get that sort of vibe?
Dorgu's got him.
Dorgu against him could be interesting. But if he plays Luke Shaw, and I think he will, then Salah against Luke Shaw, that's not a fun time. And I know he has locked him down in the past, but that was 5 years ago.
Yeah, it was. It just does you not get that little nervousness that you think this will just be the one day where, or the one game where all of a sudden all of the out of form players for Liverpool just decide to turn up all at once.
Could happen.
And it'll be like War of the Rovers stuff where they just you know what I mean? The Avengers assemble almost, where they've got £300 million worth of talent just in 2 players. And all of a sudden
they just click and then, oh no, we're 3-0.
And it would be us, innit? It would be us that would happen. That's the thing. But still part of me thinks, I look at the way they've defended and the way that Slot defends and sets up his teams. I think Mbeumo, Cunha and Šeško and Bruno, there's enough there. There's enough there.
Slot was smelling his own roses.
Yes.
After winning the league.
Yes, and also it goes into the whole camp of people saying it's more about individuals. I think Mo Salah having like an all-timer season. Van Dijk having one of his better seasons in a few years as well. Like if you get your all-time players like performing at their best, it could help carry you, I guess. Because I still watched Liverpool last year, and for as good as they were, I used to say it, Dex, I used to say it all the time, they still look like they had loads of deficiencies that they'd just get by off pure talent. Do you know what I mean? Or they'd just outscore everyone anyway, and I think they're not getting away with it so much now. And who knows, maybe Diaz was more valuable to them than they thought, or who else did they lose?
Not your mate. They've been better since
they've lost Trent, so Trent's a big miss. See, I told you. Hey, Trent's a big miss, innit, Deck? Like, listen, he's...
Salah's missing Trent.
Yeah, exactly. This thing, you know, the issue with Trent, yeah, is the things that he's really, really, really good at don't in line with what a job of a right back is. So that's why he gets... Defensively, he's poor. He's not at the best start at Real Madrid anyway, which you're probably laughing about. Do you know what I mean? They're not really having him so far, and he's been injured. Is that not surprising, Joe?
I think he's gash.
Do you really think, as a footballer, you think he's gash?
I think as a right back, he's gash, yeah. And I don't think he's like Joe. It's one of those. I'll just play him in midfield. Then it's not that easy.
Nah, it's not like can't do that. Yeah,
it's not that easy. You've got to be good in your primary role. Like if you played a back three and he played him as a wing back, could you cover it for him a little bit? Probably, yeah, probably. But he don't really play for any teams that do that. He's never really played for a team that does that. So And also, I think some of the deficiencies in his game, like some of the complete unpluggings, where people are just like literally walking with the ball next to him and he's just not interested. And you're like, you could have tackled, you could have stopped that, and you've just watched it.
But you know what is at that level though? I'll tell you, we talk about game breakers, innit? It's the likes of Bruno and De Bruyne were seen as like the two pin-ups, Palmer as well, where they're able to create things out of nothing, like their passing and their creativity and their delivery, where they might give away the ball 4 or 5 times. Because the thing is with KDB and Bruno is how loved they are. They're not exactly like efficient passers, are they? Do you know what I mean?
No, it was anyone who creates a lot of chances, they lose the ball a lot, yeah.
They take risks.
But that's usually not your right back.
Yes, exactly. But that's the thing. Trent fits into that. But that's the issue. That whole X factor that he gives him in terms of going forward and his passes and kind of his relationship with Salah. Them losing that, it does. Because in big games, it's one of them where he could play shit for 20 minutes defensively and be a bit shaky, but then he gets on the ball and he hits like a fucking worldly pass and breaks open the game. That still has value.
He was like, he was, Bruno will put 4 or 5 crosses in and people will see their ass because he's lost the ball on, none of them found someone, or one of them found someone. Or he might put 6 in and only 1 found it. Trent's putting 15 in and sometimes coming out with 0. And it was the same thing with Ashley Young. And it was the same thing that pissed me off about Ashley Young. He's put 11 crosses in. We haven't fucking connected on one of them.
Was that when he was left wing though?
Yeah.
There's no chopping and...
Not good enough. Absolutely not good enough. There are certain traits in games that I fucking hate. There's like... Obviously you're in changing rooms with me. You know that. What do I ask from you lot in the final third?
Take risks.
Yeah. I'm all right with that.
Yeah, try and beat one. Like, yeah.
I'm all right with it in the final third. Like you have to go outside of safety in the final third to make things happen.
That's why these players are valuable, even though they might annoy people and have a bad game because he gives away a ball. But they're the ones that make something happen.
But if you're putting a ball in 11 times, can we make one of them fucking hit one of our own players?
But it's not.
Fuck's sake.
That's the thing. It's not just crosses that he does though.
No.
He hits like, But anyway, because moving on from that. Someone mentioned it. I was going to talk about it anyway. Lemens.
Lemens 100% starting.
Now, do you believe he's ready for a big game? Because I was actually going to ask you about this anyway. I did in Med where Lemens played well against Sunderland at home in his debut, but then going away to Anfield, it's not. It's a little different. Isn't it? A little different.
It's like, hey, Sunderland at home. Did you enjoy that? Cool. Now we'll go to Anfield.
Where Amorim eased it for him, simplified his game, saying, we don't even want you to play out. Just boom it.
Just send it, yeah.
Send it. Probably will do the same on the weekend.
I almost guarantee we do the same.
Yes, I'm not going to let him invite him to suffocate your press.
No, because the worst thing that can happen is he gets an assist. He passes it straight to Isak and he launches one in the joint and laughs at him afterwards. Not good, yeah? Ed's going to fall right off. Crowd will be around his back. So you can just eliminate that by just sending it long. And the good thing is, in sending it long to Šeško, you've got half a chance that we'll actually get it.
Mm. Okay, yeah. So Šeško versus Van Dijk, and we talk about how bad they've been defensively. It's mad that they've been so bad defensively when they've got the best centre back that's ever played in the Premier League.
Ever actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ever. Whatever.
You see, he's defending for Caicedo's goal.
Oh yeah.
He did. He just backed off and backed. I
mean, that's his game, isn't it? That is his game. I don't know how people. He's not even the best fucking Dutch defender that's played in the league, let alone the best defender that's played in the league. It's Jaap Stam all day long.
Mm. So what is it?
Van Dijk had how many bites of the cherry to win a fucking title? Jaap Stam came, won it 3 times and dipped.
Did you see Jay's video for Betfred? I thought you'd have been tapped into that. He named 10 United midfielders that are better than Steven Gerrard. I don't know if it went around, so it probably does, because I know when they nibble, they chomp, don't they? If they catch something like that on social media. We went through like 10 players, and then Scotty was like pissed off about it, saying, "How have you named 10 United midfielders better than Steven Gerrard and you didn't mention Fred?" Our relationship.
See, he's trying to pull it into the parody, but I think you could make a serious note on. So if you just had straight midfielders, well, the whole 99 midfield, they're just 4 midfielders that are better. Beckham, Scholes, Keane and Giggs, there's 4.
See, this is what he did. It was funny because he started stretching out. You mentioned Carrick.
I can comfortably make a case for Carrick on preference of the sort of player that he is alone. Gerrard's got this thing, right? He had a match-winning ability, right? You can't deny that he had a match-winning ability. But if you're going to say that he's got a match-winning ability, then Bruno Fernandes' match-winning ability has to be counted exactly the same, because as much as it pains me to say, Gerrard and Bruno's abilities are the same. You couldn't trust either of them to play in the six. Both of them will score worldy goals. Both of them will score and assist lots of goals. Both of them will lose the ball. Both of them will be very, very selfish in the way that they play. Both of them will try Hollywood shit when a simple pass would have done. And I probably would prefer Michael Carrick over both of them.
I do get... Because I think one of the biggest things against Gerrard was people said Gerrard was almost a little bit like what Bruno gets criticised for in terms of his positional discipline.
Yeah, he had the positional discipline of a fucking paper bag in a blizzard.
Yeah, he just ran everywhere, didn't he?
Yeah.
Or like,
literally that. Like, literally, if you watch... It's one of my favourite games to watch the first 45 minutes of, which is the Champions League final 2005. They're getting ripped to shreds. In fact, that entire season, you can blame Gerrard for all the fucking goals they concede because he's just not there. It's literally like watching United this season. He's just not fucking there. His attempt at defending is fucking laughable. Go and watch the first 3 goals in that game and just watch Gerrard and go, oh my God, the best midfielder ever. This is the guy that walks into Premier League 11s. Fucking stop it.
Yeah, he still does, to be fair.
And then what happened is they put, is it Alonso and a man that they put next to each other?
Alonso and Mascherano.
No, it's not Mascherano. I think it's a man and, is it a man and Alonso? Yeah. 2 proper midfielders with positional discipline. Yeah, and then told Gerrard to go play the Bruno role, run around like a dickhead.
Yeah, because I seen like later Gerrard as well. Obviously, probably me and Depp both did. Were a bit younger, and in a lot of his good years, he became almost like a second striker, playing behind Suarez.
Exactly.
And playing behind
like Bruno at his best.
And playing behind Torres. He was almost like he weren't a midfielder anymore. He almost played like behind them.
Exactly.
But people say the same thing about De Bruyne, that De Bruyne's not a midfielder. He's almost like a camp sim like Bruno is.
Yeah.
Because people say that.
Whereas Paul Scholes legitimately played in a 2.
Deeper, high.
Yeah, dictated the tempo of games.
Yeah.
Contributed goals, contributed assists, contributed, never lost his team a title. Won 10 of them.
You see, they try and argue that him slipping in that game didn't make a difference, and that they said, because this points total and
hilarious.
But it's just more the party of him, like they have him close up saying, "No, we don't let this slip." It's just almost like the football gods were laughing at him.
Couldn't have written that, could you?
Couldn't have written that any better.
But yeah, Brian Robson's ahead of him as well.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not at United, but Veron would have been better than him at one point, for sure. Veron was unreal.
Yeah. Darren Fletcher.
No, let's not get giddy. We've got Michael Carrick, absolutely, but not Darren Fletcher. I saw someone.
What about the prime Tom Cleverley Anderson pivot?
They were good.
Good for you.
They went on to win a league as well, to be fair to them. Something that Gerrard didn't do. I saw someone doing a them versus now sort of thing, and who did he pick? He was doing a United and Liverpool sort of combined thing. It was a Premier League then versus now, and he picked Rodri over Scholes because he said Ballon d'Or, but he picked Salah over Ronaldo and didn't mention the Ballon d'Or. It's hilarious how that Liverpool team has won 2 Premier League titles, but everyone from them teams has to be in the all-time Premier League 11, and Gerrard, who didn't win fuck all. Meanwhile, you had United win 13 in 20 years, by the way. That's dominance. And literally, people will make a case that I've seen Premier League all-time 11s with not one United player in them.
There was one that done the rounds recently. They often don't have any, which is funny. They either admit that Fergie's by far and away by a million miles the best Premier League manager ever, or they put more players in the 11 because you can't win 13 titles without one player being in the Premier League all-time 11 then. Without you basically admitting that he's then the GOAT. You can't have it both ways.
And Gary Neville got 10 titles.
Yes.
Meanwhile, people think that he's like fucking... I don't even know who they think he is. Stephen Carr.
Kind of makes it like that himself. I've seen a bit of him, and I thought he was good. I think he's much better than he makes out to himself that he was. Just done his job well. And he actually had an underrated, very, very good cross on him, didn't he?
Yeah. The problem was he was always his crossing was shit compared to Beckham's. And that's the other thing as well. People trying to compare Trent to David Beckham is like trying to compare carpet bombing with a laser-guided missile. It's just not the same. It's just not the same.
It's just got the finesse, panache on it.
It's not the same. It takes you 400 fucking goals to hit something that Beckham's doing one for one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's different sort of amounts. I seen a clip as he was in Manchester recently. I don't know if it was just someone pulled up next to him in a stoplight in town. So, no way is this. Does he? I always thought he spends the majority of his time across the pond, doesn't he?
Beckham?
Yeah. Or is he back here?
I think he's just took on a new role, I believe, at Salford. I don't know doing what, though.
Oh, okay.
I think everyone bar Gary Neville and Beckham have resigned from Salford, I think. I'm not sure the reasons behind that. Don't know.
Interesting.
Busy fellow.
Busy fellow. But do you know what? Another thing, when I come on to this weekend, we can't obviously understate how big it is. I know it doesn't almost like feel like this game's coming yet, but it's what usually Anfield games, in terms of not just how we perform, but the results, seem to have a huge knock-on effect to the atmosphere and feeling around the club for them, but as much as it is for us. And it also does mean a lot to like managers. I feel like managers at United, how they perform and what results they get in at Etihad and playing against Liverpool.
They weigh heavy.
They weigh pretty heavy, don't they? No matter where both teams are. So with this current climate, I just think you can't even understate how big this is going to end up being. And it hasn't kind of kicked in yet because it's been international breaks. We're almost like in a bit of a slumber. As soon as Sunday morning comes around,
I'm already dreading the next international break, mate. I'll tell you that for free. Fucking brutal.
1 month away, yeah? Fucking hell. And then, but World Cup fast approaching, I guess, innit? Starts mid-June, or is it end of June, or?
I think it's mid-June to mid-July.
Mid-June to mid-July.
Which must mean that, or is it not? No, it's not longer, I don't think. This isn't the expanded one, is it?
It's 48
I don't think it's longer, though. I think that the...
We're just going to fucking have bare games happen at the same time. Is that why it's across?
I think so, yeah. Let me have a look.
It's Canada. It's not... Everyone just says it's US, but it's Canada and Mexico as well,
It's
isn't
the entire continent.
North America.
It's insane. Let me have a gander. You see how much the tickets are going for? Yeah, it is a 48 team one.
Planning on being there, yeah?
So it's the 11th of June to the 19th of July, so there's like an extra week, 8 days extra, an extra week. So it's 5 weeks now instead of 4. Don't tell Janine.
Planning on being there, yeah?
I'm planning on being there. Well, New Era planning on being there. Rio's team's planning on being there.
You should be there.
The last time I spoke to him, the plan was that we're going to be there, but obviously it requires us getting sponsors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because, it's...
I know there's a lot of people
heavy.
I know around my age, even small, like people that are just working themselves, so they're going to try and be there for at least. People want to at least go for a bit to see if they can catch a game or two. I'm going to try to do that as well.
I don't know how you feel like the World Cup is on when it's the entire continent. It's like there's a game in Manchester and there's also one in Kiev. Yay!
That's actually what it's like.
Yeah. How are you going to feel the vibes of that? They're in different time zones. They're in 3 different countries. I mean, from the very fucking top of Canada, where people are brushing the snow off their fucking moose, to Mexico, where people are wearing flip-flops and a Hawaiian shirt. How's that happening at the same fucking time?
I think the tips of... The northern tip of Canada during June, July will still be warm, won't it?
Chat? Surely not. Yeah, World Cup final. I think the cheapest tickets for the World Cup final is 10 bag.
Like, people in the
10 bag.
10 bag, 10k. People let me know whether that's true, but the northern tip of Canada, I know that's very...
Oh, by the way,
low.
that's face value. That's not outside getting your ass handed to you by a tout. At the Qatar one, someone offered me, I think, $1,300 it was, and I went, that's more than I can justify, man.
It's going to be full of... a lot of the stadium matches are probably going to be full of like businesses then, aren't they? And like corporate people.
Look at the fucking Super Bowl. There's about 12 fans from each fucking club there. Canada is nice in summer.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're acting like
surely not the fucking very north bit.
That's why I said the northern tip, because I fully expected Canada itself during the summer is obviously going to be just as warm as it would be in England, or probably even warmer. But he said that's why you said the northern tip of it. Do you know what I mean?
Because I know some of it's like on the border with
America. But it's still not Antarctica.
Nunavut, Eureka, Nunavut, right? Coldest part of Canada in summer has a high of 7 degrees. That's fucking cold.
Yeah, but that's obviously not where the civilization probably is.
Yeah, I know. All right, so where's... in fact, yeah, to be fair, all of the games in Canada are going to be right on the American border, aren't they? So that's fair enough.
Yeah, probably. Someone said it should just been in Mexico alone.
Joel says, here's a fun fact. Well, it's not fun and it's not a fact for starters, so you're wrong there for starters. Liverpool are a bigger club than United. No, you're not. So I'll put that away, innit? Coates says it'd be very corporate. Notch says, sure, it's not just southern cities in Canada, Montreal and Toronto will be warm enough. Yeah, I think that's all. Those northern cities they're about the size of this fucking room, aren't they?
Yes, probably. And the northern tips.
What's the biggest northern city?
The northern tips of Canada will be like where people probably go and film videos saying I'm in, like where isolated area is really cold. Cool YouTube video, but
Whitehorse is the biggest northern city in Canada with a population of 28,000.
See what Remo says. He says it's the distance between the northern tip of Canada to like the southern cities will be like England to Lithuania.
Yeah, well, look at the fucking. It's a fucking joke. It's a joke that it's across three fucking. It's a joke that it's across an entire continent anyway. Like what was so good about Doha is it was like the Olympics almost. It's like one city.
But because it was post-COVID, it still wasn't heavily populated anyway. But
remember the opening day and that. What would you call it? That sort of like outdoor viewing. We thought there was a fucking crush happening. Remember, it was on top as fuck, wasn't it? For a while.
It was.
Thankfully, everyone was okay, but it was a bit hairier a moment, wasn't it? Because it was like more people turned up than they anticipated, and it was getting a bit heavy with the police and stuff, wasn't it? And we was outside it, but we was watching. People were coming, looking a bit fucked up. Yeah,
it was big carnage, and the police looked very militant. I obviously don't want to. So I'm always trying to be careful when it comes to law enforcement when you're abroad. Do you know what I mean?
Don't know the rules.
Don't know the rules, jurisdiction. Don't have a clue how things work. Do you know what I mean? Could end up in a cell for 2 months. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know.
Says, why are we so confident we lost to Brentford 2 games ago who were in worse form?
No one is really that confident.
Yeah, for starters, no one's that confident. For two, that's not how football maths works. It don't work like that. It's almost like this is a new game and a new day and a different week. That don't really matter.
Do you know what? Someone said it should just be in Mexico. Do you reckon Mexico could have hosted a World Cup on its own?
They've already hosted a World Cup.
Yeah, of course.
2 times.
2 times. Yeah, I think that would be cool.
70 and 86.
I'm gonna be in Mexico. Somewhere I've always wanted to go as well. Be really cool, and it does have a bit of a.
Cartels just lock it off and be like, no one fuck about with any of the tourists.
Yes, otherwise, yeah, 100%. Don't make Mexico look in a bad light. Don't do anything that's gonna bring more heat. And
day
ice,
after everyone's gone home, it's World War III again.
Yeah.
Tom says, odds on FIFA stick in England and the 50,000 fans that will follow in Mexico City. Well, I was petitioning Rio that we base ourselves out of Cancun for the entire World Cup. I think it fell on deaf ears. I think we're going to be in LA or New York. It's basically we're going to be wherever the FIFA legends are because you'll be doing that thing, hopefully, with...
trying to say central.
Like interviewing the legends and stuff like that, which I think is good for content and that, innit? But yeah, that's what we should have done.
Yeah,
Cancun, where in like a waist high pool for the entire 5 weeks.
That'd be cool. You know what? I think.
Or Miami.
Do you think for the games in Mexico that the imagine the Mexico game? There's a game in Mexico where it's like Brazil versus Cape Verde or something in Mexico. Just gonna have the cameraman's gonna spend more time in the crowd than on the pitch.
I think they do anyway. I'm almost certain that the cameraman. They probably hire out specific. You have A cam, you have B cam. There's a guy on the sideline getting the managers. There's going to be a titty cam at that World Cup. You absolutely guarantee it.
Just Brazil versus Cape Verde, and it's just like just constant looking, just debate titty cam as you call it, constantly.
I think that's the official title. That's the official title. Titty cam, yeah.
They do love it. They did it even in Qatar. I remember it was. Good experience.
There was that lady that got dead famous when she was Croatian, was she?
Yeah, Croatian woman. Yeah. So there'll be people that do that purposely trying to go viral, though, innit? Like
you got that Brazilian couple. Did the gentleman pass away, or was it his wife that passed away?
I can't remember.
Because there was at every World Cup, weren't they always like hugging the World Cup, and then I think the gentleman passed away, didn't they? And they had a mural of him. It's pretty cool. But you know what I mean? The vibes was immaculate. I thought in Qatar. I was so lucky to get to go to... I went to every stage, every round, by the final. Did you come to the semi with me?
No, I didn't. I think one of the only games I went to was the... So I went with you to a game against...
we did Uruguay,
South Korea. and we sat with the South Koreans.
Mega.
That was cool. And then I think I managed to get the box for Belgium, Morocco, I think.
Nice. Good game, man.
Yeah.
There was a lot of good games. I
Yeah.
went to Brazil. Was it Brazil, Portugal? Or it might have been Brazil, South Korea. I can't remember. I think it was Brazil, Portugal. In my R9 shirt. I was buzzing with that. My retro 98 R9 shirt. I was well happy with that. Did England, France. Did Morocco, France semi-final. Did England, Senegal. Even the Senegalese fans.
I remember that. I wasn't there for that. I wasn't there for that one.
What other games did I do? Did a couple of Argentina games. I'm trying to think which Argentina game I did. Because I was in a box on my own. It was weird.
Box on your own?
Yeah. Well, I was on my own. I was in a box, but I wasn't with anyone I knew.
Yeah,
so it was like a ticket in a box.
Oh, yeah. Because that was one of the major pluses of it, because you was vlogging as well, so you wanted to kind of like get in amongst some of the coaches.
England and America did.
Yeah. That was when US played well, innit? Was it a draw? 1-1? Was it 1-1?
Yeah.
It was like Tyler Adams was running the show, I think, that game.
Just fucking Southgate shit, innit?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. It was good. I was delighted that we got to go and experience a World Cup like that, because I think, fucking hell, man, how many teams are in LA? Like, of all the different sports. I mean, if you've got
LA Galaxy, LAFC, then you got LA Rams, and then you've got LA Lakers, Los Angeles Clippers. I don't know, probably.
They have ice hockey as well.
They'll have them. What's the baseball team in LA if they have one?
Dodgers.
Fucking, it's mad, innit?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, if there's a fucking Croatia versus Bolivia World Cup game, does it touch the sides of Los Angeles? It's 30-40 million people live there. How's like a few thousand people rocking up for that football match going to make any level of fucking... And that's before you include your college teams that are pulling in 60, 70, 80,000. There's a good chance that the World Cup group stage game will be the smallest sporting event that happens that week.
Fucking hell.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
like,
great.
so how is it going to feel like there's a World Cup on anywhere you go? It's not. Even Germany last year, we're cutting about like Gelsenkirchen and Berlin and stuff. Berlin right in the centre felt like there was Euros on, but even Gelsenkirchen when England played there, it didn't feel like there was a game on. You know what I mean?
You want to keep the spirit, but also you doesn't have to feel like there's a necessity that when a World Cup or Euros is going on for football, like, it's almost like take over the whole city and towns. Guess people still have to live their normal lives, innit?
Yeah, but that's surely part of the whole vibe of hosting the World Cup in one spot, is so you get the vibes like that, and it feels like there's an event on it. It feels like a festival of football. It feels like the whole world is coming here to watch it. But when you've got it spread out across, 10,000 square miles, what's the fucking point?
Fucking hell. It's true. Do you know what? We'll see. America probably will Americanize it quite a lot, where there'll be probably a lot of gimmicks and Super Bowl like performances and stuff.
Haven't they already said there's a halftime show at the final?
Yeah, and like halftime interviews also. Yeah.
I'm sure I've read that.
That'll probably make sense. A World Cup in Brazil.
Oh yeah, because we literally did that 11 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. I'm hoping they get another one again so I can go. Because Brazil's like top three.
Yeah, there you go.
Probably
2026 World Cup final will stage a Super Bowl style halftime show for the first time. Coldplay are picking a list of artists to perform.
Why are you frowning at Coldplay like that?
Because who the fuck made Coldplay in charge of fucking entertainment? Who do they support?
One of the biggest bands of all time.
Yeah, but not seen them at a fucking game with a shirt off and a flare. Have you?
So who should they have in then? Don't know what, the TRA?
Oh, someone with a bit of fucking football in him. Yeah. Ed Sheeran maybe. At least he looking likes football.
Yeah, is it Ipswich?
Yeah.
Architects.
Oh yeah, Sam from the Architects. Someone that's actually a fucking football fan, for starters. A known one.
See, Remo comes in clutch again. He says Spanish-speaking population is massive in LA, which is true. They have a big Hispanic community, so they'll be proper into the football. I feel like it'd be vibrant in Mexico as well. And that's why I thought Mexico, I heard it would be that reason, because obviously the culturally on football, it's like big.
Let's have a look where the games are. Because the final's MetLife, right? Which I feel like I've been there a few times and it's not all that, to be honest with you.
MetLife?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to MetLife. The thing is, I'm a Giants fan. The only time I went to MetLife is to watch United versus Arsenal.
So, all right, here we go. Final is... What's that? Oh, it's called the bronze final. So the bronze final is Miami. The final is New Jersey.
Ron C says he's Mexico in the World Cup. Well, they're hosting, isn't it? So they must be. They still do that now. Is it because it's 3?
Pretty sure. I don't know.
Yeah.
You've got one semi-final is Atlanta, so that'll be the stadium that we was in, I presume. 6 stadium, that, by the way. And one final is in Dallas. Is that going to be at the Cowboy Stadium, I guess? Doesn't say, it just says the cities. You've got quarterfinals. One's going to be in LA, one's going to be Kansas, one's going to be Miami, and one is Boston. You've got round of 16 is going to be Vancouver, Seattle, Mexico, Houston, Dallas, Atlanta, Philadelphia, and then MetLife. So there's 3 zones, and it's not actually done by city, weirdly. So one zone, I guess because they're on the West Coast, is Vancouver, Seattle, San Francisco, and LA. One zone is Guadalajara, Mexico, Monterrey, Houston, Dallas, and Kansas. So that's like your central. And then one is obviously your East Coast, which is Atlanta, Miami, Toronto, Boston, Philadelphia, and New Jersey. So that's how they're broken up.
Yep.
Ant says, if Snoop, Dre, Ice Cube, and MMA were doing it, I'd go. But it's not the World Cup, though, is it? Like that's the Super Bowl's thing. Let the Super Bowl do that thing. They have the halftime show that people tune in for. The fucking football, we tune in for the football. Not like I don't want to be seeing match reports referencing fucking Coldplay. You know what I mean?
Because he will.
1,000,000% they will. Probably 2/3 of it. Song selection was a bit off. How about fuck you? How about that? Fucking knobs. Right, anyways, on that note.
Oh yeah, we have to get booted off, innit? On time constraints, Jay said we only had
Times
half an hour.
time and that,
Times time and that.
Anyway, subscribe and that. We're back tomorrow for the preview, and then on Sunday for the match report. And if you want to join us for the walks, come and join us for the walks in the morning. See you in a bizzle. Laters. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, 5-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.